I absolutely love this place just for how unfussy it was. Hi there, my name is Kevin and I make honest, unsponsored, and to the point, narrated video tours about hotels and flights all over the world. This is episode 110 and today we're at the delightful Canopy by Hilton Trocadero, Paris in the elegant 16th arrondissement. The full tour starts in 10 seconds. And welcome to Paris. Throughout all of COVID, I was lucky to only have 4 flights canceled or significantly retimed on me. One of those brought me to this wonderful hotel since I needed to unexpectedly spend an extra night in Paris. With an upcoming evening flight, a late checkout was a priority, which is why I booked directly with Hilton. To see the exact rate that I paid, my next 5 videos in queue, and a link to all the equipment that I use on a daily basis, check out the description below. And with that, we can see just one of the reasons why this neighborhood is so desirable. Named for the 1823 Battle of Trocadero, this neighborhood sits just across the Seine from the Eiffel Tower and is located in the 16th arrondissement, known for its 19th century architecture, museum culture, and beautiful wide avenues. By the way, giving this video a big thumbs up and subscribing for 3 new videos a week is greatly appreciated. As we walk inside, the long lobby corridor lures you in with a flood of natural light behind it. Open for just a year when I visited, this 123-room property opened in April of 2021, and was at the time the 3rd Canopy in Europe, after the Canopies in Zagreb and Reykjavik, which is where the very first Canopy was opened. So what the heck is Canopy? Let's head upstairs to the rooftop and I'll be happy to explain. I'll be honest, the brand seems like a slightly generic diet version of a full lifestyle brand, but I think that is completely okay. Imagine, if you will, if Kimpton Hotels and Hyatt Centric had a baby. It would be orange and her name would be Canopy by Hilton. And if that means absolutely nothing to you, just know that it's an unpretentious premium brand that attempts to be relevant to and inspired by the neighborhoods where they're built. Last I counted, there were 24 of them around the globe, with a further 35 under development. I'm highlighting Charles de Gaulle here, but the hotel is an easy 30-minute taxi ride from either there or Orly Airport, and around an hour by mass transit, with a metro stop located at the end of the block. Well located, just adjacent to... wrong landmark. There we go. Just a stone's throw from the Eiffel Tower, the hotel is a decent location for those visiting Paris for the first time. The hotel itself, with its unfortunate coffin shape, is centered around a courtyard which the vast majority of rooms overlook. Just a lucky few will get rooms facing the street, but I actually think that I'd prefer the courtyard view. Before we head to my room, let's just take a quick bite for lunch from the restaurant just behind the reception area that we saw earlier. The food is very good, but the prices are very steep, even for Paris. My room was on the 5th floor. Prior to arriving, I was automatically upgraded on the Hilton app and allowed to choose my room from the Hilton map. Something that I love to do, but in the end, I ended up in the room next door to where I chose because it was available early when I actually checked in. The rooms are efficiently laid out with their narrow footprint, but for a number of reasons, they don't feel cramped at all. I think they've done a very good job at emphasizing the vertical space with the large windows and the overbed canopy, which makes the entire room feel more spacious. Light switches and outlets are convenient to the bed, but a few labels would have been appreciated. Next to the nesting end tables is a small lounge chair, across from the well-connected desk. On the desk, there was an empty glass bottle with 2 glasses. I took the empty bottle and roamed around the halls for a little bit, looking for the filtered water machine that I assumed the bottle was there for. But no, it was there to collect tap water, I suppose. The open plan closet does add a lot to the room's open feel, and while I normally don't care what brand the coffee pods are, Canopy specifically advertises Nespresso as the brand that they use, so it's just strange that we got generic pods. But there was a very interesting carrot cake tea which I snatched to try later, only now realizing that it's still in my apartment waiting for me to give it a try. The bathrooms are efficiently laid out with plenty of space and a large shower. Surprisingly, given the brand's up-to-date philosophy, the toiletries were in small plastic bottles instead of bulk containers. Especially surprising in France, where you can't even really get a plastic cup at a cafe. Next to the front door is a separate toilet room with a door heavy enough to cut a few fingers square off, so take care. And finally, we have the massive window overlooking the courtyard. I suppose it's actually a door, really. I'll admit that the grey wall across isn't as great of a view as it would be of, let's say, the Eiffel Tower, but I'm glad to see that an attempt was made to at least give the wall a bit more life than a simple coat of paint. That evening, I found myself kinda caught on the roof in flip-flops for over an hour filming the sunset and Eiffel Tower light show as the temperature dipped to around 30 degrees or -1 Celsius. I think I'm lucky that I still have all my toes. The next morning, ready for breakfast, I headed down to the restaurant, which was fully set up, looking like they were expecting a full house perhaps a bit later on. Breakfast was included because of Hilton Gold status and was overall a nice spread with breads and such available to self-serve and the rest coming from an a la carte menu. Tasty as it was though, I would likely not pay the €35 price for it if it wasn't included. As we finish up here and head to the gym and transfer Refuge, which I'll explain in a bit, a quick word about the service. It was absolutely fantastic. I mean truly, genuinely friendly staff across the board and beyond helpful. Checking in early, checking out late, arranging my COVID test, booking taxis, and helping to sort out an issue that I had with one of them, they're all basic interactions I know, but the service was just a significant step above what I would expect from a brand like this. Finally, on to what has to be one of the more clever things that I've seen in a while. And as soon as I saw it, it shocked me at how many more hotels don't do this. The space is a place where you can store your bags after you check out. You can also leave them with the front desk, of course, but having these options and then having shower rooms attached is a really smart touch. The locker itself you'll receive the key to, and the front desk will control the access to the Refuge itself. So, as we head into the flip-flop score, what are we thinking? Overall, I loved it here, as I'm sure you can tell already. Just a few points taken off here and there, since as always my scores are relative to the price of the hotel, and at over 300 euros a night, it's not extravagant in Paris, but it's absolutely not cheap either. I really do hope that you enjoyed this tour in Paris today, and hope that you'll give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on the way. I'll see you next time on my Turkish Airlines flight from Paris to Istanbul.